Have you ever looked at successful people and wondered, why not me? You have dreams. You have talent. You even know what you should do. But every morning, you say, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And before you realize it, another year of your life is gone. If this sounds familiar, then stay with me, because this story is not just about one man. It may be about you. In a peaceful Afghan village, surrounded by mountains and dusty roads, lived a young man named Rahim. Rahim wore clean Afghan clothes every day. He spoke with confidence. Whenever people gathered in the village, he would say, "One day, I will become the most successful man in this valley. I will own beautiful orchards. People will respect me." Everyone smiled when they heard him. His dreams were big, but there was one problem. Rahim loved dreaming more than working. Every morning before sunrise, the farmers walked toward their fields carrying their tools. Rahim watched them from outside his house. Then he quietly said, "I'm a little tired today. I'll begin tomorrow." When others were planting, he was talking. When others were learning, he was resting. When others were moving, he was waiting. And every single day, his dreams became smaller. One evening, an old traveler entered the village. He wore a white turban, a long Afghan chapan, and carried only a walking stick. His face was calm. His eyes were full of wisdom. He stopped in front of Rahim and asked, "My son, what is the biggest dream of your life?" Rahim smiled proudly. "I want success. I want respect. I want a better future." The old man looked at him for a moment. Then he took out a small clay lamp and placed it in Rahim's hands. He said, "This is not an ordinary lamp. Every day you take action toward your dream, its light will grow brighter. Every day you waste, its light will become weaker. And when the light disappears completely, your opportunity will disappear with it." Rahim laughed. "That's easy. I'll start tomorrow." The next morning, he slept late. That evening, the lamp was slightly dimmer. The next day, he spent hours talking with friends. The light became weaker. Another day. Another excuse. Another day. Another delay. Weeks passed, then months. Every excuse stole a little more light. One cold night, Rahim looked at the lamp. Only a tiny flame remained. For the first time in his life, he became afraid. He whispered to himself, "What if I have been wasting my own future?" He couldn't sleep that night. He remembered every promise, every excuse, every tomorrow. Before the first call to Fajr prayer echoed through the village, Rahim stood up, without waiting, without making another excuse. He picked up his shovel and walked toward his empty land. The work was harder than he imagined. The hot sun burned his skin. His hands became rough. His muscles ached. Many times he wanted to stop, but every evening, when he returned home, the little lamp shined brighter, not because of magic, but because every small action gave him new hope. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Months became years. The empty land slowly turned into a beautiful orchard. Trees covered the valley. Their branches carried sweet fruit. People from nearby villages came to buy from Rahim. The same people who once laughed at him now asked Rahim, "How did you become successful?" Rahim smiled. He looked at the old lamp that still rested on a shelf inside his home. Then he said, "Success did not begin when my trees grew. It began the day I stopped saying, 'Tomorrow.'" Dear listener, every one of us has an invisible lamp. It becomes brighter every time we choose action over excuses. It becomes weaker every time we choose comfort over discipline. Dreams do not die in a single day. They die, one postponed tomorrow at a time. So before this video ends, ask yourself one simple question. Will today become another tomorrow? Or will today become the first day of your new life? If this story touched your heart, don't just admire it, live it, because your future is watching what you decide today.